Something eye-opening happened to me yesterday or the day before yesterday, and it all makes sense now. So, where am I going with this? I was talking to a white Kendrick Lamar fan online, and he tells me, I don't know what it's like to live in a black community, to be raised in the ghetto. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck is you talking about? I was raised in the hood. I lived in a black community my whole life, right? And I told the guy, I said, the black struggle not a real thing, which is not. And he says to me, because you got to understand, white people are tricky with their words. He tries to say to me, oh, so you saying white supremacy not a real thing? I never said it wasn't. You see, here's the thing, right? Y'all got to learn to separate racism and white supremacy from your individual life. You understand where I'm coming from? Just like how you got white supremacy, there is a thing called black supremacy, whether you want to believe it or not. And I know some idiot in the comment section gonna tell me there is no such thing as black supremacy because we don't control the will for the institutions and all that. So let me explain what modern day being pro-black is. Modern day pro-blackness. All right, I'm gonna tie this all together. You see, Kendrick, he's just that. He's pro-black. He's a black supremacist. And so what many of y'all within the black community don't understand is that you have many cults. You have many cults within our community that pushes that whole um black supremacy stuff. So like example, these Hebrew Israelite movements, Nation of Islam, right? These Hotep movements, even aliens, with the whole Anunnaki, Bobby Hemming and my mans, teaching black folks that y'all come from another planet. Y'all are superior beings. And that the reason your hair grow the way it does is because it connects to Mother Nature, or telling a black woman she's God and she's the creator of all life. This is all a form of black supremacy. None of that shit that they teach y'all is real. It's not real, bro. Let me educate y'all because I was caught up in a few of that stuff. You see, these content creators that teach all that dumb shit, bro, they're grifters. So example, Dr. Umar, he would tell the black woman that the reason her life is the way it is right now is because black man ain't shit. Not because it's not the decisions that she made as a woman. It's that black man not stepping up and doing all these other stuff, right? So they the reason why your life is hard. Or Tariq Nasheed will go online all day with his minions, his servants, and they would tell you that immigrants are taking your jobs. This is what they would tell you. They would tell you immigrants are taking your jobs, and that's why you not making no money. That's why you poor. All of that shit is not real, bro. When you go outside and touch grass and you travel the world and experience actual life, you will realize, bro, you live better than most of these people in other countries by a lot. That's why a lot of them come here to America. See, white people, they love for black people to struggle so you can reach out your hands to them. So I had all these black people in the comment section telling me you a coon because you think white supremacy isn't real. But I never said white supremacy isn't real, bro. That's the thing. See, a lot of y'all gotta wake up and stop being stupid, right? Follow what I'm trying to say to y'all. I asked these black people, I said, tell me a white person right now that's affecting your life or the reason you live the way you live. They couldn't tell me because the real truth about these pro-black content creators is that they target the poor and the dumb. And that's what Kendrick Lamar does with his music. Listen to what I'm about to tell y'all, right? The reason a lot of y'all struggle is because you individually didn't do what you needed to do in life. And so what you do is you find these pro-black, outlets, and you latch on to them, and they teach you that the reason your life is hard is because white people are doing this and that, and that's the reason why you down. That's the real truth, bro. Again, I used to work in the food business in my 20s, right? And I told myself I want better in life. So I worked up to get where I was at, and I left. A lot of my brothers, they still there to this day, bro. They don't want to better themselves. They just want to save up their money to get high and to go party every weekend and shit. And then they get mad and blame others for the reason they live the life that they live, bro. That's the real truth. Now, some idiot black person gonna come in the comment section before they finish this video and say stupid shit like, you don't know what it's like. You not like us. It's the same old talking points because they're bums in real life. Y'all ever notice, bro, how a real educated black person, whether it's a black man or a black woman, she don't go around always blaming the white man or the white woman. They don't. Me, I got a 401k. I'm about to buy a house. You know what I'm saying? I got good health insurance. I got life insurance. I'm generating wealth to pass down to my children. They don't, y'all don't, y'all don't do these things yourself, so you blame others. Even when it comes to black business owners and stuff, right? You never hear a black business owner tell you that a white person keeping them down. Hopefully this is making sense to y'all, bro. Just like I had a white woman, this was a video. It was a white woman yelling at a black guy for doing his job, and she was calling him a slave because he was putting down bricks in front of the ICE facility. So she called him a slave for doing his job. It's crazy, bro. That black struggle shit is not real, bro. You got all these black kids going to HBCUs. You got them going to colleges like Princeton and Michigan and all that, bro. The black struggle shit ain't a real thing, bro. Now, when it comes to getting a higher position job at like Google or these Fortune 500 companies, yes, you can experience racism trying to move up in the ranks. This is a fact. This is a fact. But they're not actually affecting you within your community. A lot of you are just bums and never applied yourself in school or never went out and actually got a real job. You work these part-time McDonald's jobs and then get mad at the world. That's all I want to say. I'm out.